Hey, y'all, don't forget to hit those buttons over there while you're listening. Utah judge to decide if author of children's book on grief will face trial in her husband's death. A Utah woman who authorities say fatally poisoned her husband, then published a children's book about coping with grief, is set to appear in court Monday for the start of a multi day hearing that will determine whether prosecutors have enough evidence against her to proceed with the trial. Kouri Richens, 34, faces several felony charges for allegedly killing her husband with a lethal dose of fentanyl in March 2022 at their home in a small mountain town near Park City. Prosecutors say she slipped 5 times the lethal dose of the synthetic opioid into a Moscow Mule cocktail that Eric Richens, 39, drank. Additional charges filed in March accuse her of an earlier attempt to unalive him with a spiked sandwich on Valentine's Day. She had been adamant in maintaining her innocence. Utah State Judge Richard Mrazek had delayed the hearing in May after prosecutors said they would need 3 consecutive days to present their evidence. The case was further slowed when Kouri Richens' team of private attorneys withdrew from representing her. Mrazek determined she was unable to continue paying for private representation, and he appointed public defenders Wendy Lewis and Kathy Nestor to take over her case. In the months leading up to her arrest in May 2023, the mother of three self-published the children's book, Are You With Me? Is this writing weird or is it me? Okay, hold on. About a father with angel wings watching over his young son after passing away. The book could play a key role for prosecutors in framing Eric Richens' death as a calculated unaliving with an elaborate cover-up attempt. Prosecutors have accused Kouri Richens of making secret financial arrangements and buying the illegal drug as her husband began to harbor suspicions about her. Both the defense and prosecution plan to call on witnesses and introduce evidence to help shape their narratives in the case. Mrazek is expected to decide after the hearing whether the state has presented sufficient evidence to go forward with a trial. Among the witnesses who could be called are relatives of the defendant and her late husband, a housekeeper who claims to have sold Kouri Richens the drugs, and friends of Eric Richens who have recounted phone conversations from the day prosecutors say he was first poisoned by his wife of 9 years. Kouri Richens' former lead defense attorney, Sky Lazaro, has argued the housekeeper had motivation to lie as she sought leniency in the face of drug charges, and that Eric Richens' sisters had a clear bias against her client amid a battle over his estate in a concurrent assault case. Ooh. A petition filed by his sister Katie Richens alleges Kouri Richens had financial motives for unaliving her husband, as prosecutors say she had opened life insurance policies totaling nearly $2 million without his knowledge and mistakenly believed she would inherit his estate under terms of their prenuptial agreement. In May, Kouri Richens was found guilty on misdemeanor charges of assaulting her other sister-in-law shortly after her husband's death. Amy Richens told the judge that Kouri Richens had punched her in the face during an argument over access to her brother's safe. In addition to aggravated MURDR assault and drug charges, Kouri Richens has been charged with mortgage fraud, forgery, and insurance fraud for allegedly forging loan applications and fraudulently claiming insurance benefits after her husband's death. Wow. Don't forget to hit those buttons over there. I hope your day doesn't suck. Okay, love y'all. Bye.